Hello, 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 everybody. How are you this evening? I just want to say a few things to you and drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about a situation. How do you feel? Can you find yourself in what I'm about to say? One, do sometimes you feel like you're being used? Do you feel like you're being used? Sometimes people have a tendency to make you feel like they don't appreciate what you're putting into the relationship. Be it spouses, girlfriend, boyfriends, children, whatever. Okay? Second, what is your motive for staying in the relationship? What's your motive? What is it? Is the motive honest, lovable, true, kind, faithful, or is it totally something else? Are you in the marriage because you want something else out of it that don't even benefit your partner? It only benefits you. Yes. Next, how do you talk to your partner? What type of words come out of your mouth? Is the words loving, kind, soft, and gentle? Are you ready to pick a fight? Are you ready to get with it? Are you trying to find something to argue about, to fuss about, when the other person is trying to say, okay, I don't feel like doing this? You know, when two people lay together, their spirits connect. Their emotions, their moods, it connect. It become the same in some cases. So what are you really doing in the relationship? Next, are you willing to stay in the relationship? Do you love the person enough to stay there? Do you? Do you love the person enough to listen to them? Be it him or her. Do you love that person enough to listen to what they have to say? Because sometimes it might help. It might help. It just might help. Men and women are different. Totally. A man, he say what he has to say, and then he's done. He's done. Because he don't want to keep talking about the same thing over and over again. He's done. That's unique about them. He is done with the whole situation. Next, it's time to do something else. I done said what I had to say to you. You done said what you said to me. But a woman have a tendency to hold stuff in. Harbor things in her spiritual womb. Okay? No, I don't feel like letting this go. I'm just going to be mad because I want to. I'm not ready. You know, it's okay to talk about stuff, but sometimes you got to know when to let it go. If you done said what you said, he done said what he said, or vice versa, let it go. Or talk about something else, because a lot of times all it does is bring up another argument, especially if it's something that's very sore. Next, because I done got out of counting the 1, 2s, and 3s. What is your motive for being married? What is your motive? What did you really get married for? Did you get married because you was pushed in it, forced in it, taught in it too quickly? Or did you get married because that's really what you wanted to do? Because there's a difference when you do something that you want to do. Hello, I know. Because everything I'm saying, I've asked myself that. And let me tell you something. There was a lady that said to me a long time ago, well, some years ago, she said, let me tell you something. You know, I love thrift shops. It's one of the little hair. I love thrift shops. But I went to see a little negligee, something kind of sexy and cute. And she looked at me and she said, baby, I don't care how many negligees you buy. That is not going to stop that man from cheating on you. I didn't know this woman from Adam and Eve. I didn't know this woman, period. But she was sent to me, and therefore what she said stuck in my mind. Okay, it's stuck in here. When it comes to your mate, it comes to a point where you have got to start doing stuff because it makes you happy. It makes you happy, not the other person happy. When you realize that you're pleased with what you're doing for yourself and only for yourself, that's when you're going to be happy. You know, someone may walk in and a little bit just look over. Everybody like to come over here. But I'm telling you, when it comes to a relationship, you cannot try to do stuff to please your spouse. Sometimes it gets taxing. And it's going to come a point in time when you're going to realize that, hey, I'm going to do this for me. I said, why did you get married? What was your whole purpose? Oh, no, I'm not perfect in anything. But I just need to know why. And are you willing to stay in your relationship? Or are you willing to just let it go? Let me tell you something. When you stood before the judge or the pastor, those vows that were said were serious. Don't let a man put us under, be it man or woman. Those vows, they were serious. And a lot of times, I think everybody that's in a marriage or whatever needs to go back and read them again. Read them again. Because you're missing something. Now, it come a point in time where you say, I'm going to stay in it because I love the person and I'm adapting to the change. Do you know in a marriage or relationship, things change? Things don't always be the same. They change. They change up, right? They switch up. They don't be the same. They don't. And if you love the person, you have to adapt to them. But if you and that person have made their vow, or you did late night talks, it is important that you keep what you say. And don't switch it up. So let me tell you something. You will never know your mate all the way. Okay? You will never know all about them. And I'm going to tell you something else. Be it woman or man. People have a stopping point. They have a stopping point. Okay? When it's done, it's done. When you start seeing that person kind of go off somewhere, or they ain't coming back like they supposed to, or something is going on, they tired. So, then it's time to fix it if you love the person. Yes, everybody needs space to breathe. They need to breathe. And let me tell you something else. I have learned people while I have gone through this accident. They have been people that I thought was friends, was family, and showed me exactly how they got down. And I'm glad about that. See, everything that you go through is a learning experience. And you have to learn it because you're going to have to tell someone else the same thing. Because you're going to meet somebody. You're going to have to tell them the same thing. You know, God, the Lord, have many names. Many. Jehovah Jireh. Let him be your provider. Jehovah Nissi. Let him reign in your life as victory. Jehovah Shalom. Let him be your peace. Because trying to find peace in humans sometimes does not work. You keep on waiting and waiting and see. I have seen people show their colors. And let me tell you something. A person knows their body. They can tell you about themselves better than you can tell them. It's always good to listen. I've been through some stuff, so I can tell some stuff. And I hope that this helps somebody. And I can smile through it. Because when you realize that you have somebody that's on your team is better than nobody. I thank the Most High for showing me stuff, for letting me see how people really are. Really are. I had to add that in there. But let me tell you something. This was no slides today, no music today. It's just me talking to you. Why did you get married? And go back over your vows. And if you're willing to stay in it, then work through it. Do you hear what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. People change. When you're in a relationship, they change. Sometimes that husband or wife, they don't always stay the same. And if you're willing to stay in it and change with them, then kudos to you. But let me tell you something. Betty Wright, the cleanup woman, reverse it. The cleanup man. Never get too comfortable in a relationship. That's where a lot of people mess up. They get too comfortable in a relationship, and the next thing you know, the whole rug done been pulled out from up under you, and you're sitting there and don't know what to do. Now what? What am I doing? What the heck just happened? So, in my closing, ask yourself these questions and see what answers you come up with. Okay, thank you for listening. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what you have to say. Okay? All right, everyone. Ladies and gents, kings and queens, have a pleasant evening. Until next time, signing off. Signing off. Loves everybody.